I'll buy weekly review of week 31 to 32 of 2026.
Hello guys, today's weekend is another day to review my trades as my weekly review. Let's see what I do for those weeks that pass or what I do for the week. The week is week 20, 33, 32 to 33 of 2026. That is a mistake that I do here, that I wrote 27. I already upload the journal. I already take journal for the week, but I'll try it maybe later. As you see, which is on 9th of August to 22 of August, maybe to 23 in if it is with sub today, until with sub today. The total trade that I took for those 2 weeks starting trades. The trade that follows my plan seriously are just 6 trades. Six trades follow my plans, but 7 I fall. They are below of my checklist. My win rate for this week is 16.7% out of 100, and my weekly outcome is I just blow the account seriously. I blow $100 account for these 2 weeks. For the first week, seriously, I make it crazy. I'm up maybe I think it's about with 20% because I'm risking 3 to 4%, maybe even 5% in some trades. Then by weekly outcome, I blow the account. For the first week, I just grow the account to 20%. Maybe I think it's from $100 to 20 to 123 to $24. But I blown it for the last week. For the last week that's passed. And most common weakness is letting emotion to control my desire. Seriously, I let emotion to control my execution. Most of those 7 trades that I do, mostly for the last week that I took, I think I do it. I make it crazy. It's crazy if you see how I execute those trades. What should I focus in the next week? Executing and controlling my emotion is what I will focus for these upcoming weeks. Execute and not letting my emotion to control my execution or my playbook. What strategy use for the week? Most of the trades did not follow any given strategy that I used to trade, because all those seven, if you see, I'm just trying to predict market. I'm not using the reality truth of the market. I'm just letting my emotion to take over my desire. And all not for the weeks. Seriously, for the first week, I try and I follow my plans. For the first week, I try and I follow my plans. And for the last weeks, one bad decision that I took, I take a trade that I reach about 8%, and with the fee, and with the trading fee cost me about 12% of my capital. Then when you lose a certain amount that you cannot come when you lose that amount, you just be emotional and do something. If you are not aware with your emotion, you will just take trades or revenge trades that will cause you to blow an account. Yes, for the first day, I just wake out of the markets when I lose those 12%, this 12%. But for the next day, for the day I went out of the trading platform and close it, I journal at night and I just raise for the day. And that's that bad behavior caused me. The second day, I raise again about 20%. I mean, but and that's bad decision cost me a lot because it caused me to blow an account. And as you know, last week BTC moved aggressively, spike aggressively like crazy, and I tried to predict that move. As I marked the order. Let's see the last trade that I blown the account. As you see here, I mark the swing high and the swing low of the daily range. Then I try when when price is in the swing high and it shows some form of rejection. I do not mean it's reject at all. It just shows a form of rejection in 4-hour time frame as a lower time frame when I use the daily time frame. Then I try to predict market. I reach about 80% of the remaining capital that I have. I think at that time it's 80 USDT. Then I reach about 60 or 65 of that amount. Then the price doesn't respect the swing high, because even though it's reject, but it does not break a structure in a lower time frame. Even in 1-hour time frame, does not break a structure. I just try to predict the market, and Mr. Market slapped me at the face. Bah! Before you realize price goes against me. I think the account was liquidated. I just see a margin call, pam, take me off. I just close the platform. As you see here, this one is when I enter. Immediately when I enter as 4-hour time frame, I see some form of rejection and I see the price move aggressively. I think it's normal, the daily pressure, the daily momentum, that when it goes aggressively, it will reject aggressively. Then I try to enter but that caused me to blow my account for the second to the last trade. As you see here, I follow the trade made. I think this does not follow a plan, but I just reached about 5% with the trading fee cost me about, I think it's 5.4% I use, and the trading fees cost me about $2, making it to the 7% of my capital. And as you see here, another bad decision. Yeah, the price here, it's my fault because I missed something. The price does not follow a plan because a sweep happens, but I did not wait to retracement, and there is in a lower time frame, in a 1 minute time frame, there is break of structure, double break of structure. I did not wait for the retracement, for the pullback when I just enter, because at that time I think I'm emotional because I lose the first trade for the day. As you see here, it's the trade that I took that I lose about 16%. For that is the trade for the first day on 18, and the second one on no Tuesday. That is on 18. Here there is mistake. I wrote 17. It's 18 of August. Same days that I took double trade, 3 trades. I think it's same days that I took these 2 trades on 18. And there is a trade that I took. This one, seriously, I place my stop loss in a liquidity zone, because when the price just sweeps, take me off, pull me out of the trade, then goes in my way. As you see, it's just swept and reverse aggressively to a point of the point where I place my TP. And what I didn't realize here, there is so many liquidity, and as you see, these trades, I think it's follow my plan. Let's follow my plan, but where I place my SL, seriously, it's in liquidity zone. That's why I lose the trade. As you see, that is the trades. Another trade for the first week, I think I lose about 6%. I just reached 5%, and my trading, as you see, my risk, I reached 5%, and I checked 1, and with the fee is about 6.2%. All what I realize for my trades and what I get for this week, what I observe for the week, I think, is when I'm trying to place a limit, when I fix a risk percentage, I supposed to calculate with the fee to risk, or with the fee to be exactly what I am willing to risk. Because forex is different from crypto. In crypto we use fee, but in forex they use spreads. Then the spreads, when you place your SL, just calculate it with your spreads, so as to have exact risk limit. As you see here, another mistake. I place my stop loss at exactly at the edge of the order block that I enter. I did not give a space. I did not give my SL breathe through space to breathe. That's why it just sweeps me out and goes in my way. As you see, here is the entry. Here is the entry, and my SL is exactly in. It's just swept, as you see for the second short screen. It just swept me and start moving in my way. That is the mistake of beginners, especially in crypto. Crypto is so volatile. When you are placing your stop loss, just place it, give it a breathing room, even though it is 0.05% maybe. As you see here is my winning trade, and I hold this trade too long, and that's what caused me with high fee. That's what caused me. As you see, the price come near my TP but start reversing, but I'm patiently waiting when it come back to maybe it give me about, I think is 1:4 risk to reward ratio. I just close the trade with 20% because I'm risking 5%. If it hits my TP, I will make about 5%. Then I think this is another lose for the week. It is the first trade that I took, I think. No, it's not the first trade. It's about the second trade for the week. Another trade that I won 100%. No any. As you see here is the entry. Here is the entry, and I won the trade seriously. Not any bad trade. Yeah, I think for this day, when I get out of the trade and I just enter another trade immediately, that's trade that I lose 8%. I just enter immediately when I get out of the trade. That's what caused me to lose. I did not calculate how much load should I use for the, how much size should I use for the trade. I just enter another trades that I lose. Same as for the first trades. This I just enter at a liquidity zone. It just swaps me and goes in my way, guys. I am improving a lot, but seriously, there is some bad habits that I want to eliminate. If I won't eliminate those habits, I will not be profitable. Seriously, I already know this, even though I'm trying my best, but I notice this. If I can't eliminate those bad habits, I won't succeed in trading. Seriously. That's all what I do for the day. And don't forget that the journey is mine. See you in the next video.